Hello, good evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. We're going live across YouTube and live across the world on a Monday evening. It's GavsWeatherVids. Hello and good evening to all of you. It's Monday, the 19th of June, 2023, and we are live. This is our live stream, and we're going to be discussing the Winter 2023-24 NAO Forecast. We had our premiere last night. Wow. What do you think of the premiere, everybody? Exciting, wasn't it? Yeah, we only do like 2 or 3 premieres a year on the channel, so always a special day when we have a premiere at GavsWeatherVids. And the NAO forecast, very interesting, isn't it? I think it sets things up very nicely for when we do our winter updates, or begin the winter updates in September. But anyway, we shall have a chat about that. We're going to show you some 12s there. We'll have a look at some long range as well. So it's going to be an epic live stream, I think, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. But I think we're in for a good evening tonight. And of course, the first part of the stream, I'll be going through the live chat, shouting you all out, and taking some questions along the way. Paul James, stiff is the right word. You're lowering the tone again, Paul. Lowering the tone. I don't know. Thank you so much. I'm a little bit giddy tonight. I've got the magic water with me, so I might get myself into trouble as the stream goes along. We'll have a couple from Fesshole as well. A couple of tweets from Fesshole. They're always good for a laugh. So that's coming up a bit later as well. But then we can say thank you so much to our moderators, Paul James and James098, for moderating on the live stream. That would be absolutely lovely. Thank you so much to our moderators. We've got 31 concurrent viewers on the live stream right now with 9 thumbs up. Thank you so much to that person for subscribing. Thank you so much. Adaras, thank you so much for the subscription. Yeah, Paul James, me, Gav, I'm innocent. Are you, Paul? Are you? I don't know. I'm going to see what that was all about when I start going through the live chat. No, what was I saying? Oh yeah, very much thanks to the moderators, to Paul and also to James, Paul, James and James. That would be absolutely lovely. And Esme might be along a little bit later on as well. Yeah, we're at 32 concurrent viewers with 10 likes on the stream, so if you could give us a thumbs up on the live stream, that would be amazing. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Let your tube know that you're enjoying the live stream. Ben, lovely Ben, well done on your quiz last night, Ben. It was very funny. I enjoyed it. You did a great job, Ben. It's quite difficult conditions as well you were streaming in, wasn't it, with all those thunderstorms knocking around that. So you did a great job, Ben. Well done, my friend. I can't wait for your next quiz, which you said is going to be like at the beginning of September, didn't you? So that'll be absolutely lovely. Michael Johnson, disturbance area has pepped up a lot at GavsWeatherVids. Oh, has it, Michael? We're going to be in for an active evening, then. We'll have a little look at that when we start screen capturing as well, I think. See what's going on with those heavy downpours and also thunderstorms and whatnot. Ben's watching me on the telly. I do worry about people watching me on the telly. I don't really have a face at HD, you know. Smaller the screen, the better, I think. Smaller the screen, the better when it comes to Gav, especially since I have my neck cut. I haven't really got the face or the neck for HD. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. We're going to start going through the live chat in a moment. Before I do that, I've got some questions from Mark Kanish. It's Mark's History 9 tonight, so he's emailed me his questions, so I'll do them and then I'll start going through the live chat if that's all right with everyone. So question 1 from Mark. The models were saying rest of June, high pressure, and then a breakdown into July. Does that mean we can now officially say it'll be a front-loaded summer, or could it get nice again at some point? Definitely could get nice again at some point. And even moral predictions of a breakdown into early July could be wrong, Mark. Question number 2. I've got a charity event outside the hospital on the 8th of July. with models saying it looks wet during that time. Do I need to worry? Or not? Could it still be okay for that day? It could be, yeah. 8th of July is a long way out. It's over 19th of June, so watch this space on that, Mark. Number 3, the Atlantic over the last number of years has been so warm. Do you think at some point it will cool down and we'll go into the cold phase of the AMO? Again, it's scheduled to go into the cold phase of the Atlantic multi-decadal oscillation around mid-decade, 2025, something like that. There's absolutely no sign of it at the moment, far from it. We shall see what happens. We shall see what happens. I can't really say one way or t'other. What's going on in the Atlantic at the moment is quite unusual, so we're going to have to wait and see. Question number 4. I thought the NAO forecast was great, but agreed lots of factors to consider. Do you agree that you get people that say, oh, it'll be like this in winter? Do you agree it's too far out for anyone to say for sure what could happen? Definitely so. Yeah, that's definitely so, Mark. And question number 5. I always remember when it got to 4 degrees last summer and you came on one evening with curtains closed and lights off and you had a touch. It was very funny. I thought, I can't remember that. Did I do that? Did I come on with the curtains closed and the lights off in the dark? Probably I did, but I can't remember it. But thank you so much, my friend. You enjoy your night. You have a great evening, my friend. Right, okay, we've had a channel member chat from City Andy. Thank you so much to City Andy for your channel member chat. What effect could the very warm SSTs of the UK have on the winter if they persisted into the winter period? I would suggest like they might pep up precipitation, certainly in the autumn anyway. I'll be on the lookout for like deeper than usual areas of low pressure being provided more energy. So the initial response might be wet weather. And then we'll wait and see, we'll have to wait and see where things go beyond that, Andy. But initially I would think like developing low pressure areas could be the upshot as we move through into the autumn of that very, very warm Atlantic Ocean. We will be able to start talking about the seaside temperature now, the NAO forecast out of the way. So we're going to do a GavsWeatherVids study roundup this coming Sunday when we'll have a detailed look to what's going on, not just in the Atlantic, but also in the Pacific, as well. Hovering close to 40 King Kirk viewers with 18 likes on the live stream. Please give us a like on the stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. By the way, I've been coached by Cowley, CBC. Today, I've been having my little session with my personal trainer. I was doing weights today. I was doing all of this stuff, and, and like, up with the bar. Yes. The old arms have been a little bit achy tonight, I have to say, but it's all good. I think I'm gradually getting there. With a slightly thinner face and starting to. I'm certainly feeling a lot better. I'm certainly feeling a lot more. What's the word? A lot more energy. I've got a lot more energy. A little bit more full of beans than I was earlier on in the year. B has arrived. Good evening to B. Thank you so much, B. I hope you had a lovely day. Right, I'm going to start going through the live chat then. James United, well done. Keep at it, my friend. I will keep. I will, James. I'm going to start going through the live chat then, and I shall. Paul James, keep fit with Gav. Out on DVD soon. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not that experienced yet, Paul. Right, I'm going to start going through the live chat then, and I'll be showing you out one way 10 questions as well. So let's do it. First person in with tonight with James 098. Moderator James was here first. Hello, good evening. Thank you so much, James 098, for checking in. Even Gav looks like I'm first for change. Oh, you was. No sign of Finley boy tonight, is there? Wonder what Finley's up to. Well done for being first tonight, James. Matthew Orchard, good evening to Matthew, saying good evening, Gav. It's been a main dry day here, but with high humidity tomorrow, looking completely different. Perhaps back to wet stuff again. I think most of the rain, you're in Oxfordshire, aren't you, Matthew? Most of the rain should clear through quite early tomorrow morning, so I don't think it's going to be a bad day, actually, where you are. We'll have a look at that a little bit later on. Ben is here. Lovely Ben Enty. Thank you so much, my friend. Good evening to Ben. The quiz was fantastic. Well done, my friend. Quizmaster Ben, you did a great job. Well done. Chris Stewart, hello to you. Thank you so much, Chris, for being here. Right, let's come down. Let's have a look. Matthew Orchard, what are the chances, Gav, of us getting a wet end to summer into the autumn? Actually, what I say, those high sea surface temperature lines close to the country, as the jet stream starts to get more active, I would have thought the upshot of that could be like deeper low pressure areas. So as we go into the autumn, I would be watching out for the possibility anyway that we could get some quite, some quite volatile and weather and some quite wet weather and some quite deep areas of low pressure. But it is to be revealed. Our summer forecast did suggest that the early part of the summer would have the warmest, driest weather, and meant it would gradually, as we went along, start getting a little bit more unsettled in the back end of the summer, perhaps. So that's something else to keep an eye on. Paul James, good evening to you. Thank you so much, moderator Paul, and also moderator James for moderating on the live stream tonight. And Smith, hello to you, Anne. Thank you so much for being here. Right, let's come down. Let's have a look. Andy Howard, hello to you, my friend. Thank you so much to Andy Howard for being on our live stream tonight. Okay, Chris Stewart, I'm watching the live stream and England football game at the same time. I'm competing with England. Am I? Oh, that's not that's not very good. I can only be one loser there, can't there? If Gav's competing with the Three Lions. Anne Smith, sounds like Gav has stiff competition this evening. It does, doesn't it, Anne? It does. And Paul was saying stiff is the right word, love. Paul, lowering the tone. Again, lowering the tone, weren't you, Paul? We're at 45 Kinkopias with 23 likes on the live stream. Please give us a thumbs up. And thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Austin's weather obsessed. So to you, Austin. Thank you so much. And Chris Stewart was telling me to do it. And I did it. No, to Black Weather. Thank you so much, Black Weather, for being here. Michael Johnston. Hello to you. Good evening, Gav and everyone. Hello to you, my friend. Guy Morley. Evening, Gav. Hope you're doing good, my friend. I'm doing actually great. Thank you so much. I've been coached by Cowley. My personal trainer, Jack Cowley, has been coaching me by Cowley today, CBC. So, I'm feeling on top of the world tonight. Full of beans, Gav's full of beans, and I've got the magic water with me as well, guys, so I'm well and truly on my way. Eric 2000, hello to you, Eric, thank you so much, my friend, for being here. We've got Jason Peace here as well, good evening to Jason, thank you so much for checking in. City Andy, hi to you. I've answered your channel member chat already. I think Ben's watching me on the TV. I do worry about that. Not got the face for HD even, have I? Not got the face for HD. Thank you so much, my friend. Spirit Hunter, hello to you, Spirit Hunter, SH, thank you so much. Shiram, good evening to Shiram. Thank you so much, my friend. Hello, Gavin. Could we get a severe winter on the basis of the NAO forecast? I think we could get a severe winter anytime, Shiram, but I would not forecast one on the basis of the NAO forecast as the Atlantic didn't show a classic tripole signature in the month of May 2023. Our forecast was for a weekly negative NAO, as you saw, because you've seen it already, haven't you? So I wouldn't be forecasting a severe winter on the basis of that, but of course we might get a severe winter. There's no way of telling at this point whether we'll get a severe winter or not. But on the basis of the NAO forecast, I wouldn't predict one. Michael Johnson, tell me about the area. Some areas pepped up a lot. We'll have a look at that that shortly. Steffi, going to Steffi Adcott. Thank you so much, Steph, for being here. Good evening. Are you misbehaving again at Paul James? He was just a little bit, ever so slightly, Steffi, ever so slightly. No, it's all right. It's all right. Connor Harper, hello to Connor. Thank you so much, Steph, for being here. Connor Harper, hello to you, Connor. Thank you so much, my friend, for being on our live stream tonight. Chris Stewart saying hello and thanks to the mods. Indeed, thanks so much to our lovely moderators on live stream tonight. Right, come down. That's Paul James saying that Hampshire's rained and not just a few drops. It's been very dry down there, hasn't it? The storms here were a damp squib yesterday as well. I wasn't very happy. I was hoping I'd have some nice, have a nice storm for the garden, but they they ended up a damp squib. So I'm waiting for tonight now to see what's going to happen. Right, okay, Shiram, hello Gavin. Why do you think we are getting a hotter summer than what the summer forecast largely indicated? But it was very uncertain, wasn't it, though, Shiram? So the forecast was very uncertain. I'd say if we was like 50% right, then we'd be doing quite well with it. So I was expecting, that this summer would do something, but we wasn't expecting with the summer forecast, to be honest. And that's the way it's happening. Well, all of a sudden it seems to be getting hotter, don't they? So, we're just in a trend at the moment for very warm, hot summers, I've been. Shiram, but it's only 8 days, it's only the 19th of June. In fact, if you take, like, the astronomical definition of summer, we're not even in summer yet, we're still in spring, and summer doesn't start till the 21st of June, so it is very, very early days. We might see the summer going down the tubes, as we go into July and August. If that happened, then the summer forecast will be back on track, so we wait and see how it all plays out. Matthew Orchard, I'm in Hampshire this evening, Paul, enjoying a family holiday. Sounds lovely, my friend, you enjoy it. Okay, Ben saying, yeah, Gav, all fun. It was great. Your quiz was great, Ben. I loved it. Very, very funny. Right, okay. What a lovely live stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for a fantastic live stream. Around 10-15 minutes, we're going to start screen capturing for you. Michael Johnson said it'd be great to have a Sunday roundup back. It's been on the back burner, so I didn't let any cats out of the bag in regards to the NAO forecast, week 23-24 NAO forecast. So it has been like a little bit on the back burner, but we've revealed all. Now Gav's revealed all. We're gonna get Sunday roundup back this coming Sunday. It's gonna be epic. Shiram, hello Gavin. Could be Atlantic sea surface temperature anomalies give us a tripole through autumn, possibly. Which might be a stronger signal than what the May SSTs suggest. Well, the theory is that it's May SSTs that you've got to look at. So if we start getting a tripole, we've got a much stronger tripole signal now, actually, Shiram. You'll find out more about this on Sunday, but we've got a classic tripole, proper classic tripole signature now. But the theory, the methodology is for May seasonal temperature anomaly. So it is kind of what it is, but we just got to wait and see how it works out, I think. Anne Smith, I'm doing weights at the moment, carrying cans of water to the allotment. Well done, Anne. You keep at that. Yeah, you got to keep on top of your watering as well. Your gardening. And to keep on top of the watering. Steffi, keep fit with Gav. It could rival PE with Joe. I am doing so. I don't look as good as him. Ben saying, you're looking good, Gav. You had a haircut. Yes, I did. I had a haircut last week, actually, Ben. Thank you. Thank you for noting. Yes, I did have a little trim, actually, last week, Ben. Thank you so much, my friend. Craig 9J, hi, Gav. I liked your attempt at being a cockney with your 10 to 14 day video down south. Yeah, I went down south, didn't we? Thank you so much, Craig. James United, no Finley this evening. Where is Finley? Dun, dun, dun. Where's Finley, boy? HP Gamer TV. Maybe he can shed some light on where young Finley is. Where's young Finley, HP? Let us know what's going on. What's going on? Andy Howard, what do you reckon on the hurricane? Hold on. Oh, blimey. We got Livestream had a cough, would it? Andy Howard, what do you reckon on the hurricane season, Gav? Seeing dry Saharan air quite suppressed, according to what I read. It's very puzzling what's going to happen, because in theory we should see quite a big hurricane season this year, given that the Atlantic is so very warm in the tropical and subtropical regions. So the Atlantic looks very well primed for a big season. However, we've got El Nino, which has a dampening effect, and so we're going to have like the Pacific fighting with the Atlantic, I think. For this hurricane season, fighting to see which one has the ascendancy. And it will be very, very interesting to see what happens if the El Nino should start to fizzle out, if it doesn't properly take off and, you know, begins to stall. Then I would be watching out for a much bigger hurricane season than is expected, actually. Due to how warm the Atlantic is. But, if the El Nino starts to take off and repowers up, then I think that will be the deciding factor, and we'll just see, you know, the Atlantic probably trying to produce storm, but I doubt many of them will get that far. Yeah, so it's going to be really interesting to see how this works out. And all I would say is that, you know, those people in the area, like in the Caribbean and Southern America, Southeastern America, got around the Gulf Coast as well. Those people that are in the prime area to be here, you know, just should be thankful we've not got a La Nina this year, because if we've got a La Nina combined with how hot the Atlantic is, it really would be one heck of a season, this. And it may still turn out to be. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. But, yeah, you know, it's going to be really interesting to see. Paul James, hurricane season will be depressed once El Nino really gets going. You would think so, wouldn't you, Paul? Craig 98, front-loaded summer Gav. Yeah, that's what we predicted. We'll see where it comes off. Ben NT, Gav, do you think this is perfect summer so far? It's been very nice, hasn't it? Warm, dry, and thunderstorms. It's been very nice, hasn't it, Ben? Hasn't been too bad at all. Shiram, hello Gavin, have you got ideas for the August historic video? Not yet, Shiram, it's very early for that. I'll probably have more idea on that when we get into August, my friend. Mike Johnson says Gab trumps football, and I don't like football myself, you know, but a lot of people do. Thank you so much, my friend. But best of Sweden, hello to you, TBOS. Thank you so much for being here tonight on our live stream. That's amazing, incredible. Thank you so much, TBOS, for being here. Right, okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. I'm so sorry, everyone. Brent Stevens. Hello to you. I haven't seen you for ages, Brent. Thank you so much for checking in. How are you? How are you, my friend? Thank you so much, Brent, for being here. I hope everything's good for you. Right, again, Ben, tell me, Gav, YouTube stopped me writing with the TV. Oh, right, I don't know. Are you on your mobile device now, Ben? Craig 98, Paul James, nights are drawing in from later on this week. We're going to be at the longest day very soon now, aren't we? Remember, nights start coming in. Shiram, Gav looks nice and slim from his exercise training. Still got a way to go yet, Shiram, but I am looking a little bit healthier, aren't I? I'm feeling a little bit healthier. Well, looking and feeling a little bit healthier. Thank you so much, my friend. Right, okay, Austin's Weather Up says, I can relate to the feeling of severe storms missing hearing you very well. Yeah, I was very disappointed yesterday when all those storms seemed to give me, give me a swerve. Right, okay. David, hello to David. Currently under a ridge of high pressure from North Africa here in Italy. I bet it's hot, my friend. I bet it's very, very hot under that area of high pressure. Michael Johnson did get a storm last night. Congratulations. I wish I wish I'd got one. And Smith, Tony, Sunny Rounders are great. I've really missed them. And City Andy, my good friend Andy, also likes Sunny Rounders. Sunny Rounders are awesome. Really enjoy them. Now, I'll be 3 more of those to go. June, July, August, and then they disappear when we start winter updates in September. Can you believe we're just 3 months away from winter update season, everyone? Goodness gracious me. I don't know. That's incredible. Luke Chapman. Let's try it again. Luke Chapman. UK weather. When the heat wave will end as summer 2023. I don't know. I think you might be asking when will the heat wave end. No, it looks like early July might turn a little bit cooler and a little bit more showery, but we've got to wait and see on that. We'll have to wait and see. Right, okay, if anyone wants to ask me anything about the NAO forecast, please do so in the next 5 minutes or so. I'm then going to start screen capturing it. If I've missed anybody in the live chat, then please give me a thumbs up emoji, a waving emoji, some kind of emoji to get my attention, and I'll give you a shout out. We're gonna start screen capturing around 5 minutes. Ben NT, LMAO. I wonder if Gav got MW take the Michael out of North and South. A little bit, Ben. Yeah, we were giggling about that, wasn't we? Up north. You was up north, weren't you, Ben? On bus. Ben goes on the bus. Ben doesn't go on the bus, he goes on bus, don't you, Ben? We had a laugh about that on Ben's quiz last night. Very, very funny. That was very, very funny last night. Hold on, everybody. I'm just going to have a little sip of magic water. Right, we're getting very close to 50 concurrent viewers with Bertie. That's a bit too much. Not for the first time. We're getting close to 50 concurrent viewers with 31 likes on the live stream. You can enjoy this live stream tonight. Please smash the like button. Let YouTube know that you're enjoying this live stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Thank you, right, my guest, Miss Winter. More Atlantic influence with probably plenty of cold snaps from the northwest as mild lows roll in. But who knows, with a snow emoji, I would love a colder than average winter. So many people would, definitely. Monty! Monty is here. Good evening to Monty Pio. Right, okay. TBS is worried about Finney. I'm sure he's alright. I'm sure Finney's alright. Probably outside enjoying the sun. Who wants to be cooped up indoors when you've got this lovely sunny summery evening that you can enjoy? You might be watching football as well because England's playing. So Finn might be dumped me to Finn might be dumped me to go and watch England, mightn't he? We've just hit 50 concurrent viewers with 33 likes on the stream. Please give us a thumbs up, everybody, and let YouTube know that you enjoy this live stream. Thank you so much. We will start screen capturing for you very, very soon. Right, okay. Ben saying Met Office have been saying something interesting in the 10-day. What's going to happen, Ben? What is going to happen? Let us know. Let's have a look. Jason Peace, good evening, Gab. Good evening, Gavin. Please see this. I saw it, my friend. I've seen it, my friend. Hello to Jason Peace. Thank you so much for being here. Craig Nightshape, where's Adam Weatherfan? Yeah, where is Adam? Where's Adam? I don't know. Where's Adam Blunst? Right, okay. Christian, I think Gab is running out of ideas for historic weather videos. There's still plenty I can do, actually, Chris, especially like in the 1800s. I've got lots of cold winters I could still go at. back in the 1800s, but more modern years, so I am running out of those a little bit. Spirit Hunter, how long will the heat go on? Is there any signs of rain at all? Please, please, pretty please. Looks like it's going to get a little bit cooler for early July. Spirit Hunter, right at the end of June into early July, because that's a long way off. It's a long way off, so got to wait and see. Matthew Orchard, goal! Who scored? Is England scored? I wonder. Michael Johnson, El Nino reduces wind shear, doesn't it, at GavsWeatherVids? Yeah, that's right. You tend to get more storms in the Pacific, you know, like in the Pacific, subtropical Pacific Ocean. So if you've got storms going on over there, you know, you tend to get less in the Atlantic. It's the same, you know, with La Nina, you tend to get more in the Atlantic and fewer in the Pacific and whatnot. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Andy Howard, you're going so quickly, Gav. My job, oh, right. It does speed up as you get older, doesn't it? Time seems to go faster as you get older. I've noticed. I've noticed that. Frank Cromack, even Gavin, interesting NAO forecast yesterday. All to play for. Looks like Austria is well overdue a very cold winter, but I guess that doesn't mean anything. I think most of Europe, and like UK in particular, is well overdue a very cold winter. So, you know, we're overdue, but it doesn't necessarily mean that this winter will be for one. We're at 56 concurrent viewers now. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Monday night live stream. 36 likes on stream, so please give us a thumbs up. And thank you so much for doing that. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Right, so I think that's pretty much. Changing on Jake, can't stand football. Sorry, everyone, lol. I'm ashamed, really. I wouldn't say I can't stand it, but I'm not keen. You know, let's put it this way. I'd much rather be here streaming than watching that. You know, but that's just me. That's just Gav. I've never really been that into it. Craig historic video, Gav, the winter of 2023-24, the daddy of all winters, perhaps. Maybe, Craig, maybe. Ben thinks Adam's busy today. Oh, right, he might be. He probably is. Right, well, I think another couple of minutes. Give me a thumbs up emoji, wave emoji, if I haven't yet shouted you out, everybody. I'm then going to start having a look at some data. So we'll see what's going on with these thunderstorms first of all. Then we'll have a look at 12 then, and then we'll do some long range for you. And if you've got any question about the NAO forecast, please fire away. Got a couple more minutes, and then we're going to start screen capturing. I've got some more tweets from Festhole, everybody. I've got rather into Festhole. Always good for a laugh. If you feel a little bit down, you know, if you feel a little bit not right, you know, go to Festhole on Twitter, and it always gives you a laugh. Right, okay, so a little bit adult content though, but don't worry, these are all family friendly. This is all family friendly content, but it's adults only, really. You know, it's an adults only channel, so I have to say that because I have kids watching. So kids, don't check out Festhole. Mums and dads, you can check out Festhole. Right, okay, so this is the first one. But tickle me a little bit. My wife loves clematis plants, but they only live for a couple of seasons before withering away. She'll replace them, but only for them to shrivel up and die. I've never told her, but I seriously cannot stand the scent they give off and put weed killer around the base. Divorce, court, beckoning for that husband. Here's another one. My dad thinks he has Alzheimer's, going for loads of tests. His memory has gone and his brain isn't functioning. He doesn't have it. He just ran out of vape and nicked one from my room. It was a weed one from the USA. He's been stoned the whole time and I can't tell him. Oh dear, 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 what a rotten child, son or daughter you are. And finally, I've hated my wife's cottage pie for years without telling her. Every week I come back from work and shudder when I realise it's cottage pie for dinner. I deliberately eat it slow so she leaves the table first, and then I frantically feed it to the dog, who oddly seems to like it. Divorce course threatened for you, my friend, as well. Festhole on Twitter, everybody. Always good for love. Check out Festhole on Twitter. Ben, LMAO, Gav. It makes, I laugh, I laugh at Festhole. But sometimes I might get myself into trouble. I do like the more adult ones. I could easily get myself into trouble. Maybe on a Friday night, I might read out one or two of the more adult Festhole tweets. And probably by Saturday morning, I'll be banned. I'll be thrown off Twitter. Me and Richard and Paul could get ourselves into a lot of trouble, I think, with the adult-orientated Festhole tweets. Luke Chapman, heard you, my friend. We may have only just come out of winter, but here at Real Weather, we're already planning for next winter. Well done, my friend. We have so many requests so early in the year asking what the following winter may bring. It always, always has a lot of interest. What's winter going to do? Always has a lot of interest, my friend. Congratulations on the success of Real Weather. Check out Real Weather, everybody. Ben, after the watershed, it would be, but the only thing is, Ben, like, it could be seen the next day, you see. So if I did it, I'd have to put a restriction on it or something, wouldn't I? An age restriction. But I might do. And, we can we can really get ourselves into all kinds of trouble with the adult Festholes. Right, thanks so much, everybody. Fantastic live stream. Going to start screen capturing for you now. So I'm going to turn off the webcam. I'll be disappearing, but I'll be back at the end of the live stream to wrap things up. But for now, farewell. And we're going to turn off the image as well. And in 3, 2, 1. What's doing? That's a plenty to start this. I'm really tip of mine. So sorry, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're display capturing office. I told you I was a little bit giddy, didn't I? Told you I was a little bit giddy. Michael Johnson, the Festhole pub run. It would be, wouldn't it? It would be, wouldn't it? Ben, he's gone. Michael Johnson teasing us a lot. I was, wasn't I? I've been mischievous. Hello, good evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here on this Monday night live stream. Hovering close to 50 concurrent viewers. Personally, I like some live stream. Please smash that like button and let YouTube know to join this live stream. Thank you so very much, everybody, for doing that. It's nearly 20 to 9. Nearly 20 to 9 on the 19th of June, 2023. We're going to start display capturing for you right now. Paul James, Family Feud with Steve Harvey. So funny, so very funny outtakes. Are they, Paul? I don't know. Is that like Family Fortunes, Family Feuds? Is that like Family Fortune? Fortunes even. James, didn't I say you got us there, Gav? Did I? Gav being mysterious. Steffi thought she'd been cut off in her prime. No, you're still connected. Don't worry, Steph. You're still connected. Ben NT, I think I've been drinking my magic cider. That's a magic water tonight, Ben. Anything can happen when Gav's been on the magic water. Jason Stevens, hi all, late again. No problem, my friend. How are you, Jason? How are things now? I hope you're over. You had like your skin cancer, didn't you? So I hope all the treatment's gone okay and you're doing well. Post-treatment, or maybe you're still in treatment. Let us know how you're doing, Jason. Thank you so very much, everybody, for being here. Right, okay. Ben NT, Gav, are we looking at the sea? Not tonight, Ben, but we will on the Sunday roundup, my friend. We will on the Sunday roundup. Thunderstorm watch, Gav. Yeah, we're going to see what's happening with those thunderstorms as the first thing that we're going to look at. Chris Shaw, I thought we were going to have an episode where we're all plunged into darkness. Oh, yeah, well, I did, didn't I, though? He was plunged into darkness, but it was deliberate this time. I wasn't messing it up. I did it deliberately. Jason Evans got the all clear 2 weeks ago. Congratulations, my friend. I want to say congratulations to Jason for getting the all clear for his skin cancer following treatment. That's amazing. That's what we like to hear, Jason. Well done, my friend. Congratulations. I told you would ace it, didn't I? I told you would ace that treatment. Well done, my friend. Okay, let's start having a look at some data then. So, let's have a look at the radar picture from the weather outlook first of all. Here we go then. So, at the moment, showers are for Northern Ireland and western central parts of Scotland. Not much happening, but down here, we can see signs of trouble lurking off the coast of northwestern France. That's our next area of wet weather and or potentially thunderstorms beginning to head our way. Now, let's have a look at some model data, see what's predicted to happen with this. So, we'll go to models. We're at 2, by the way. This is the weather outlook. So, let's have a quick look and see what's going on. Right, okay, let's have a look at Rome first of all, see how Rome looks. This is an England and Wales only model, so we want to go to precipitation rate. There we are. Okay, this is the Rome 12Z. So here comes the precipitation from the south into the southwest and South Wales into the early hours of the morning, and then pushing into the Midlands. Oh, that looks quite. That looks quite good for Gav, doesn't it? That could bring me some much-needed rain in the towers. That then by 10 a.m. That's so Michael or who was it in Austria? Matthew, maybe somebody was saying that tomorrow's going to be wet. It's only wet in the morning for like southern England, and then I mean by 9-10 a.m. it's out of the south through the Midlands. By 11-12 midday, you know, it's up into northern England and whatnot. So it's going to move quite quickly, that area of precipitation. We've got showers following behind, which of those could be quite beefy in parts of Wales and Midlands and some southern counties. They'll be relatively well scattered, but they do look a little bit on the heavy side. Right, that's how Rome is looking. Shall we have a look at our pairs, see what that one's doing. So once again, with our pairs, we can see that we've got this wet weather working its way up from the south in the early hours. So the rain gets into the southwest around midnight, and then it's on into southwestern England, South Wales through the early hours, and then pushing through the Midlands into northern England through the morning. Maybe not quite as intense with that rain in the Midlands as a Rome with our pairs. They're both French models, but that was not quite as intense. And then gets the wet weather out of the way into the North Sea through that part of the afternoon and into the evening. We get some showers trickling through Wales and into Midlands as well. Otherwise, doesn't look too bad there once that rain gets through. Okay, where do we want to go to next? Inventory, and I think we'll have a look at Icon. Have a look at DWD Icon, see what that one's doing. Again, we find that we've got this wet weather into the southwest. You see, this could be thunderstorms, it could be more general areas of thundery rain. Difficult to say. I expect it might have a bit of thunder mixing, but I don't think it'll be like a classic. Don't think this will be like classic thunderstorms with this. I think this will be more sort of persistent, heavy thundery rain, but we'll see. That area of wet weather then gets into the Midlands and northern England through the course of tomorrow morning, and then out into the North Sea through the afternoon and into the evening, with 1 or 2 showers following along behind. That's that one done. And then we will have a look at UKV. See how the high-res model from UKV is looking. So yet again, in comes that wet weather through the early hours, pushes into parts of South Wales, central southern England, southwest Midlands. By breakfast time, Some very intense rain with that, some really bright colours. When you've got those red colours, that is intense torrential rain, so there could be thunderstorms mixing. I would say this area here perhaps is most likely to be thunderstorms, and then down here these are probably most likely to be thunderstorms. This stuff over in Wales I would think is more likely to be persistent sort of thundery rain, but we've got these fingers here of what look like quite torrential rain. They could be thunderstorms. The whole lot pushes through the Midlands and Wales through the early part of the morning. By sort of 8-9 a.m. it's already up to northern parts of England, and then out into the North Sea, followed by sunshine and scattered heavy showers and or thunderstorms through the afternoon and into the evening. Everything calming down after that, although one or two showers continue to rumble on through the Midlands there. They look very well scattered though overnight tomorrow night. And then Wednesday, sunshine and scattered showers. Not much really on Wednesday. More heavy shower potential on Thursday through central parts of England in particular. And then we're into mostly dry and increasingly warmer hot weather. Let's see what temperature it's predicting for Saturday. Hot. Look at that. Saturday forecast be back up to 30, 31 widely across much of eastern, southeast England. That's going back towards 88 Fahrenheit, 31 Celsius. So becoming much hotter again as we go into the weekend. Wow. Last but not least, WRF. See what's going on with that one. It's at Metro-Sierra. So here we go again. More heavy showers and downpours coming up from the southwest into the morning, pushing into the West Midlands. So further west with this wet weather with WRF. That gives the towers a miss, really. Grats. I did get a little bit of WRF. So that's more in the west, but it's slow moving as well. So more areas are wetter for longer, I think, with WRF compared to all of the other models. It is out of the way by tomorrow evening, followed by sunshine and scattered showers, and then that's how we go off into the second half of the week. Right, what do you make of that then, everyone? That was interesting, wasn't it? That was interesting. Okay, let's see what's happening with Andy. Andy Howard, good news, Jason. Excellent news. My wife got stage 3 melanoma. Oh, right. All remove some immunotherapy to follow. Outlook optimistic. Your wife is going to do great, Andy. Don't worry, my friend. Well, no, it's worrying, but your wife will be absolutely fine. She's in great hands. Jason Sevens, that's great, Andy. How you two stay strong. Stay strong, my friend, and it's going to work out just fine. Please don't worry. She's in great hands. B saying, ooh. Look good, didn't it, B? Look good. Right, J7's looking wet in Yorkshire. It did, didn't it? Hovering around 50 Kincoat viewers. Hello, good evening. Thank you so much for being here. Please smash that like button. Let YouTube know you're enjoying this live stream. That'd be amazing if you could all do that. Right, let's have a look at some 12s there. Then. So, we're going to start off with the UK Met Euro. Enabling the hover, and here we go, Ben. So Thursday, high pressure beginning to ridge up from the southwest, and high pressure takes over into what could be quite a hot weekend, especially for England and Wales. Scotland Northern Ireland will be a little bit more showery though, with southwest winds. That high pressure is well and truly in control, sitting over and to the east of the country through to Sunday, looking mostly dry, very warm and or hot. Weather system coming in late Sunday into Monday could bring some shower rain into the north and northwest, but really high pressure is in the ascendancy there right way through to next Monday. Let's have a look at those upper air temperatures for next weekend. So yeah, looking very warm again, not quite going plus 15 Celsius ice firm in, but between 10 Celsius and 15 Celsius at 850 HPA should lead to temperatures at least into the low 30s Celsius. I would have thought upper 20s to low 30s Celsius temperatures very likely there. Okay, Icon again looking like this. So once more high pressure building up from the Azores as we go through every week and into the weekend, bringing lots of dry, fine and very warm weather. Then the high pressure begins to slip a little bit further eastwards, allowing some low pressure in from the Atlantic into the end of the weekend. Actually turning a bit showery across the north and the west. That might even threaten some showers for Glasgow with that. So bring that low pressure in a little bit more quickly with Icon compared to, say, the UK Met. High pressure back reaching into the south by next Monday. That's as far as we get to with the Icon model GFS12Z. Looks like this. Let's start this from 72 hours. So again, we have plenty of high pressure ridging up from the southwest, bringing lots of dry and very warm, maybe quite hot weather with it as we go through the weekend. There's a weather system coming in from the Atlantic on Sunday, trying to bring some shower rain with it. This elongation in the isobar just here. So I think it'll be quite weak. It's running into high pressure. It has high pressure building behind it as well. So I imagine that'll be quite a weak weather system. But it could bring some rain, especially to the north later on Sunday. And then into the end of June, obviously, we begin to pull the high pressure out into the Atlantic as low pressure deepens around Iceland. So that's quite a big change. That's the 30th of June. Looking rather more unsettled, then cooler, showery, westerly winds and whatnot. Low pressure in off the Atlantic. That doesn't last very long, though. High pressure already trying to build to our east as we come further on through the first week of July. Actually, so the first week of July looked quite unsettled there with the GFS12Z. High pressure has a go at building just to our east, just here, but this low, quite a deep low actually to the northwest of Scotland in the opening days of July, keeps things rather unsettled and a little bit cooler and a little bit more showery as well. So we're rather unsettled there with the GFS12Z through the first few days of July. All a long way off, of course. GM, again, with high pressure reaching up from the southwest. That brings lots of dry weather with it over weekend, looking dry and hot, really, most parts of the country. This trough coming in late Sunday might trigger some thunderstorms, actually, as it moves in from off the Atlantic. And then next week, high pressure holding on in the south, being quite a bit of dry weather there, a little bit more showery up north. And then ECM looks like that. Again, high pressure ridges up from the southwest through Thursday, brings lots of fine weather with it. Over the weekend, the high pressure sits over and to the east of the country, very warm, potentially quite hot. Weekend down the south, anyway, and then low pressure taking over, bringing showery conditions through the early part of next week. But high pressure never that far away from the south, although by day 10, this area of low pressure is deepening in the Atlantic, possibly starting to bring a hint of some wet and windy weather into the north and the northwest for month's end. Are we going to get a change to something a little bit more unsettled? What do we think, everybody? Are we going to get a change in early July to something slightly more unsettled? It's possible we could do. Michael Johnson, are you going to look at the NHC, National Hurricane Centre? I haven't planned to, actually, Michael, but I guess I could do. So hang on a sec. I'll turn off the display capture just for a second and see what's going on in NHC. Right, okay. Here we go, Ben. So, if you want to have a look at that, we can do. Put the display capture back on. Okay, this is the National Hurricane Centre website. We've got Disturbance 1 there. With a 40 or 50% chance of cyclone formation in the next couple of days. And then we've got Tropical Depression 3, which has been declared. Let's click on that and see what they are predicting there. Right, so where do we go here? I forgot what we're doing here. I want to go there, I think. Right, so this is forecast to become a hurricane. So this is going to become Hurricane, what did we say? Hurricane Brett, was it? So we're starting off as a tropical depression. It's going to become a tropical storm imminently. And by midweek, this will be a hurricane moving up towards Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. Now, where I'm going to go next, I've got to go to discussion. So that's predicted to become a Category 1 hurricane at its peak in 3 days' time, with maximum sustained winds of 80 miles per hour there. On the Saffir-Simpson scale, that will be a Category 1 hurricane. I think that would be Category 1 Hurricane Brett. Right, okay, do you want to see some long range, everybody? Would you like to see some long range? Next, if you want to see some long range, give me a thumbs up emoji or a waving emoji. We can definitely do that for you. Again, we're holding close to 50 Kinkopias. Thank you so much, everybody, for a fantastic live stream. You've still got some long range to show you if you want it, though. No, if you don't want to see some long range, then I'll just I'll just go and have some more magic water. But if you do want to see some long range, give me a thumbs up emoji or a waving emoji, and we'll do that for you before we check out. Whilst you're doing that, let's see what you're all saying. Chris Stewart, stormy start to July, Bell. I wouldn't say stormy necessarily, but does look quite unsettled, doesn't it? Does look a little bit more unsettled and cooler through the early part of July. Frank Cromat, looks like the rain is clearing the Birmingham area reasonably okay for the last day of the Ashes cricket tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think they'll be overly affected. Steffi, stopping Wales and fingers in southern England. Love it at GavsWeatherVids. Thank you so much, Steph. Right, again. Jason Stevens with hearts to all. You've done great, my friend. Paul James, hashtag never surrender. No surrender. You've done absolutely fine. Paul James, next Tuesday, my final hospital. Again, Paul James, next Tuesday, my final hospital checkup following my op in 2021 for removing pre-cancerous skin. You've done fantastic as well, Paul. You've done really great. Well done, my friend. Well done. Well done. Okay, let's start doing a roll call then. So all these people want to see some long range tonight. Ben Enty, Jason Stebbins, Paul Cooper, B, Paul James, Eric 2000, Michael Johnson, James 98, Spirit Hunter, Andy Howard, Monty, Steffi Adcock, Curious Nettie, Michael Killick, Anne Smith, Jason Stebbins, Chris Stewart, Paul James, Ben Enty, and Matthew Orchard all want to see some long range, but Matthew taking out, so you want to see the long range when you watch back on demand. Okay, let's do that then. So this is how Surface Week 2 is now forecasting July, with above average heights over and to the east of the country, bring up the wind from a southeasterly direction. Looks like it should be quite a warm pattern scenario that for July. Some lower pressure is in the Atlantic, jet stream and wind flow doing something like that. We could be a bit volatile, but you know, it should be very warm. That I would have thought. August looks like this with 700 millibar height anomaly, higher pressure in from the Atlantic into northern parts of Europe. A lot of dry weather in August there. September looks like that. Again, we see that we have above average heights. This time a bit further north, though, more towards Greenland and Iceland. Could allow some lower pressure in from off the Atlantic. Should be relatively warm, but could be a little bit more unsettled in September. That is October. So 700 millibar heights with high pressure in the Atlantic, mid-Atlantic ridge, lower pressure coming in from the Atlantic into northern and west Europe, wind flow and jet stream on a northwest to southeast alignment. This is November. Low pressure is deepening in the Atlantic, deepening low pressure, bringing unsettled, potentially quite wet November. And then lastly, this is December. That looks very mild for December. Can't forecast snow at it again. With high pressure to our south and southwest, and jet stream doing something a little bit like that. So mainly dry and quite warm, mild anyway, in September with southwest winds. Beijing Climate Centre is looking like this, with above average heights in the Atlantic and winds coming in a little bit like that. So could be a bit showery in July. This is for July's 500 millibar height on it, should have said. So high pressure in the middle of the Atlantic. Could be a little bit more northwest southeast with jet stream. Might be slightly cooler and more showery in July there. August looks like a classic hot month with high pressure right over top of the country and also to the east. Nothing more to say about that other than it should be hot and dry. September looks like this. Again, warm, dry September signalled high pressure over the country and into northern parts of Europe as well, mostly dry and warm or very warm in November. October also plenty of high pressure around as well. High pressure sitting just to the west of the country in October. Again, should be a mainly dry month. This is a change. This is November, looking much more unsettled below average heights, low pressure in over top of the UK and Ireland. That brings a cool and wet signal. High pressure pulled out into the Atlantic and some higher pressure to the north. By the way, everybody, if you would like to see one of the CFS runs at Meteo Cielo, we haven't looked at one of those for ages and ages and ages. But if you would like, and go right way through to the winter with it, if you would like me to do that on this live stream, then again, please give me a thumbs up emoji or a waving emoji. And to celebrate releasing the winter 2023-24 NAO Forecast, we'll do that for you before we go. So let me know if you would like to see one of the CFS runs picked at random. I don't know what it will show. Could show an exceptionally mild winter. It might show severely cold winter. I have no idea what it will show. But if you'd like to see it, then we'll do that to celebrate releasing the winter 2023-24 NAO forecast yesterday. Right, let's carry on. This is December's 500 millibar height anomaly from the Beijing Climate Center, with high pressure blocking in the Atlantic and going up to Greenland. And within high latitude, low pressure is over to the south of the country, winds in from the east. That looks like a cold December to me from Beijing Climate Center. I see no reason why that wouldn't bring in easterly winds and be a cold or a very cold wintry month, actually. That is January. Also looking very interesting, with high pressure blocking in the North Atlantic and towards Greenland, Iceland. Low pressure with a jet stream running in to the south. Again, you would look at that and think it should be bringing the wind from an easterly direction. So potentially cold and wintry in January. And then February looks like that. Again, all 3 winter months have considerable amounts of Atlantic and also high latitude blocking. This time you see the high pressure in the North Atlantic up towards Greenland. And again, that's probably going to be bringing in the wind from an easterly type direction. Probably drier month in February, but all 3 of winter months there for Beijing Climate Center have the potential to be cold there. I would have thought. So quite an interesting update from Beijing Climate Center this season. Notice for America as well, very cold and wintry signal there, with the jet stream going a long way south. That's indicative of the El Nino probably. Right, okay, so finally, all of these people would like to see the CFS at Meteo Cielo. I think Paul James is confirming it will be Hurricane Brett. Okay, thank you for confirming that. Thank you for confirming that, Paul. Right, okay, all of these people want to see CFS B2 for the first time in ages at Meteo Cielo. Now, where do I take this from? So I'm going to take it from there. So, all these people want to see Meteo Cielo, CFSB2. Paul Cooper, B, Chris Stewart, Paul James, Jason Stebbins, Britt Hunter, Anne Smith, Frank Gromack, Montzy, Craig98, Ben Enty, Stephanie Adcock. I think Mark Kunish will. He's just back from his talk. Eric 2000, Austin Weatherall says, Michael Johnson, Michael Killick. Austin's Weatherall there, saying eye candy. That's the Beijing Climate Center, I think. Okay, we'll do that for you then. We'll have a look at, we're at 52 concurrent viewers. Again, hovering close to 50 concurrent. Thank you so much, everybody, for an epic live stream. Right, let's just do that then. So I've got to remember how to do this. It's been so long since I've done this, I've completely forgotten what I'm doing. So I've got to go here, CFS Daily, and which one shall we take? Should we take the midnight run? Should we take the 6Z run? Should we take the midday run? Or should we take the pub run? Should we take the 18Z? Which one of the 4 should we take, everyone? Which one should we take? What do you think, everyone? Midnight, 6Z, 12Z, or pub run? Which one do you want to see? Which one do you want to see, everyone? While you're deciding, I'll close down some of these tabs, I think. Which one would you like to see? The midnight, the 6Z, the 12Z, or the 18Z from the CFS? Let me know, let me know, let me know. Let me know, everyone, let me know. Being true, but essentially January is poop. What's it be? B wants to see the pub run. Jason Stebbins wants to see the pub run. Chris Stewart wants to see the pub run. Paul Coope wants to see the midnight run. Ben Enty wants to see the pub run. Paul James wants to see the pub run. You're all saying pub run. Okay, let's do that then. Let's have a look. So I want to go to 18Z, and then we go down here. Right, here we go then, everybody. I have no idea what's... Let's have another some magic water. So sorry everyone, if you enjoy this live stream, then please can you smash that like button, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and don't get to your friends about GavsWeatherVids, get them to subscribe as well. We have put on over 500 subscribers in the last couple of weeks. It's been absolutely incredible how quickly the subs have moved in this last week. Thank you so much everyone, especially to the Glasgow goers for all of these subscriptions. I hope you have a wonderful festival. No, yeah, tell your friends, tell your family to subscribe, tell your neighbour, tell your doctor, tell your GP, tell your vicar to subscribe. And you can even tell your mother-in-law to subscribe as well if you'd like to do that. And I thank you so very much everybody for doing this for GavsWeatherVids. Right, I have no idea what this is going to show, so let's do it and see what happens. Here we go. First time in ages. First time since last winter, I think, that we've done this. Let's have a look then. So currently, high pressure is ridging up from the southwest over the weekend, bringing lots of warm, dry, locally quite hot weather down into the south. Meanwhile, further north will be a little bit more unsettled. On into the end of June, we keep high pressure ridging in for a couple of days, and low pressure is in from off the Atlantic. That looks more unsettled through the first week of July. So high pressure comes back, ridges up from the southwest there around 7th, 8th, 9th of July, before again being put under pressure by low pressure in the Atlantic. But high pressure remains more or less in control as we go into middle of July. That looks very warm, hot even, into middle of July with winds in from the south. Low pressure from the Atlantic turns things thundery, gives us a thundery breakdown. Okay, we're pushing into the second half of July now, looking more unsettled with low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic. So second half of July is cooler and also more unsettled as well. We've got a trough of low pressure sitting close to the country into early August. Oh, that looks quite wet and windy. That's the 5th of August, looking quite wet and windy there from the CFSV2. So there is a deterioration of the summer pattern going on here with this particular GFS run. Gradually high pressure is being eroded. However, we're going to the 11th of August, high pressure coming back on the scene, so that's turning things drier, hotter, and warmer again for the middle part of August. How long will that high pressure last? Not that long. Low pressure back in again as we go into the second half of August. So looking a lot cooler and a lot more unsettled as well. We're going to run this right way through to winter, everybody. So it's going to be exciting. Hang around and we'll see what it's showing for the winter of 23-24 for the first time with the CFS runs this season. End of August, unsettled, cool, wet and windy. Low pressure is coming in from off the Atlantic Ocean. Here we go then into the beginning of September. Autumnal start to September with a deep area of low pressure to the north of Scotland. That brings cool and wet weather through the country, but high pressure builds up through the first week of the month, brings something a little bit drier and also warmer there as we go from the first week into the second week of September. We are high and dry, big area of high pressure bringing lots of dry and warm conditions. That's eroded by mid-month, returning unsettled and cooler again. Low pressure comes back in from off the Atlantic, so that looks cool and unsettled with northwesterly gale force winds by the 23rd of September. Classic autumn equinoctial gales there. End of September looks like that, much cooler and a little bit on the showy side as well. Winds in from the north, high pressure is out to our west. Right, we're into October now. High pressure brings lots of dry and fine weather through the first week of October. And then the high pressure pulls out to our west. Northerly winds bring a cold snap there into the second week of the month. High pressure is back in, bringing further wet and windy weather through from the Atlantic. That's middle of October, so looks increasingly wet there, especially for the south, wet and stormy. Low pressure really taking over into the second half of October. Autumn well and truly descended now, so a wet and windy end to October. and low pressure still in control until the beginning of November. It is mild though, with winds coming up from a southerly or a southwesterly direction. Very unsettled conditions through the first week to 10 days of November, with lots of heavy showers and or longer spells of rain. This is where we start, seeing the influence of all of those warm sea surface temperature anomalies in the North Atlantic. Might be, it could be very wet and windy as we go into the middle of November. And cooler as well, but just inch a little bit further southwards actually there. So beyond that, we find that things stay very unsettled really through into the second half of November. Increasingly wet, windy, quite cold as well. The jet stream is moving southwards, so low pressure centering around the Bay of Biscay by the time you get through to the 25th of November. Could bring a bit of a cold snap. But the main thing, that was a very, very, very unsettled November. Really wet November being predicted there from the CFS-B2. On into the start of December. Mild, unsettled west windy stays with us. High pressure builds in and turns things drier and colder. We're into winter 23-24 now, everyone. High pressure building over to the east of the country, turning things drier and also colder before low pressure comes back in. For the middle part of the month, looking stormy into the middle of December there. Quite cold as well. Heading up towards Christmas. First time to talk about Christmas 2023. What's going to happen? Let's have a look. So Christmas Eve, Christmas Day sees weather turning colder as high pressure builds towards Scandinavia and winds turn into the east. So that'll be a cold Christmas actually. Might be a few snow flows around. And then low pressure coming into that cold air for Boxing Day. That will bring snow. Will bring snow for Boxing Day with this area of low pressure coming in to that cold air. We're back into high pressure as we move towards the new year and turning milder as well. So after the cold snap just after Christmas, around Christmas just after, things turning milder into the new year, as they always seem to do so, don't they? High pressure goes back to Scandinavia through the first week of January. Very cold air sitting just to our east. However, we only get a glancing blow with that. Most of that very cold air is down across southern eastern parts of Europe. That'll be a freeze up for the Balkans and into southern Europe and into the Mediterranean as well, most likely. So what happens after that? Let's see. High pressure back in again through the middle part of January. And then where do we go after that? So we're just into a cold, dry, frosty spell here into the second half of January under this area of high pressure. However, by the end of January, low pressure comes back in, turns it milder, wetter and windier once again. And then we're on into early February again, trying to build up some high pressure over Scandinavia, trying to turn the wind into the east. So cold with easterly winds returning through early February. Actually turning very cold. It's the coldest phase of the winter through the early part of February. Bitterly cold air coming in from the east there with snow, I'm sure. Either with that area of low pressure or with those easterly winds providing snow showers. Beyond that, high pressure maintained over Scandinavia. So this looks like a very cold first half of February, actually, with winds in from the east most of the time through the first half of February. This is a drier cold variety, but it's still cold. Into the second half of February, milder air returns. So after the cold first half of the month, turns milder with westerlies coming back, and then we're back into something again, potentially a little bit colder for the very end of the month, back 29th of February, because next year will be leap year. So high pressure back in over Scandinavia, returning wind potentially back into the east. Does it? No, it doesn't actually. We go milder into early March. Right, that's it, everyone. That is your Monday night live stream. What a live. Paul James, Dylan Holbrook, is the 17th of November the best month. Is that Dill's birthday? I think that's Dill's birthday, isn't it, on the 17th of November. What are you making of that then? JC, to be honest, forecast can't tell us what weather we'd like in the next few weeks, let alone this far ahead. To be honest, Jay, it's just for fun. Just for laughs. Don't take it too seriously, my friend. Thank you so much, everybody. Then I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Well, it's 6 months till Christmas Day on the 25th, isn't it? So, you don't know, do you? Maybe I can start thinking a little bit about... No, it's just for fun, everybody. It's just for laughs. It's not to be taken seriously. This is what we became famous for during the pandemic, when we live streamed 3 times a week. You know, we became famous for like doing this. What we've done tonight, doing a long range and having fun with it and enjoying it. Oh, Finley boy! You're late on parade, Finley. What have you been up to? What have you been up to, Finley? Let us know, Finley. What have you been up to? No, it's what we're famous for with our live streams on the channel. Nobody else does it. Nobody else will dare, I don't think. You know, nobody else will be as brazen as Gav to show those CFS charts in June for February. But why not? You know, why not? Why not have a laugh? Why not have a laugh and enjoy ourselves? But we are at the end of the live stream now, everybody. So thank you so much to our moderators for moderating on the live stream tonight. Thank you to James, and to Paul James. Thank you so much to our incredible moderators. Finley, been absolutely fine. I thought you was, Finley. I knew you was going to be alright. Ben Enty, well said, Gav. Thank you so much, Ben. Yeah, very much thank you to our lovely moderators. That'll be incredible. Right, I'll just tell you what's coming up tomorrow. We're going to have the 6 a.m. UK weather forecast. We'll have the ESHEV 30-day extended forecast for UK and rest of Europe too. And if that wasn't enough, there's going to be a 10 to 14 day tomorrow as well. We're going to be live streaming again on Wednesday. Wednesday's live stream will be our 10 to 14 dayer. So make sure you check out the live on Wednesday, and that's going to be absolutely great. So I shall see you all excuse me, I shall see you all on Wednesday for our 10 to 14 day, or tomorrow for the you know, for the video uploads. That's also what to write to you. Mark this, I think it's going to be a front loaded summer Gavin. That's, if it is, that brings our summer forecast on track, doesn't it? Brings the summer forecast on track. JC, thanks, Gav. Thanks, my friend. Thanks for taking it as it was intended, which is just, you know, to have a laugh. Right, okay, we're going to stop there. Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Monday evening. And for this one, that's all for now. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on Wednesday for Wednesday's live stream. But that's all for now. Bye for now.